Hi lovely, welcome back to my channel. So as you know, Adam and I moved into our new home a little while ago. By the time this video is going up, it's probably been a couple of weeks. So the home office is basically finished. There's a few more things I want to do to really spice up this room, but I wanted to give you a little home office tour and just show you how I've set things up so far and maybe give you some inspo on how you might want to organize your working from home space, maybe some little DIY things you might want to do around the place, and just making sure it's a really tidy environment to facilitate productivity. So let's get into it. Right, so I might even add a little before footage over here so you can see what the room looked like prior to the plastering and painting repairs, and then decking it out with our furniture because it wasn't that nice of a room, but it does get a lot of really lovely natural light. So that was one thing that I really did like about the room before we put our little take on it or our little spin on it. And one of my favorite things about this room, before I show you the actual office setup, is what's outside the window. So this is the room where you can see the backyard, Winston's playground, but also one of our lovely neighbors who I met the other week, Dorothy, she has what I thought was a jasmine tree. It's actually a potato plant. So if you come over here and look out the window, you can see that it is growing from her garden all the way over to our shed and cascading down with these beautiful white little flowers. I think it is so lovely to look out the window and see that in this office. So that's one of my favorite things about this room, is actually the natural light and what you can see outside. Now I want to start by showing you how I've set up my workspace. Adam's workspace is over there, so I'll show you that in a moment, but we still haven't quite figured out how to set that up. There's a few things missing that we still need to go and purchase for his working from home space. But over here, we've kept our original desks that we've had for the last couple of years. I think they're great. This one's from IKEA. It's got plenty of storage. I've got a compartment here for all my stationery and some film equipment. As you know, I've got my little drawer organizer in here, and then I have some more notebooks and other stationery items in this drawer. But I think it's a great size, and I like that it's got some drawers there rather than just a plank of wood. I used to have a desk like that and it would get very messy because there was nowhere to store everything. So that's my desk. I'm thinking of getting maybe a peg drilled into the wall here just to hang the bag up so it's not on the ground. Otherwise, another place it could be is just behind the door. I think that would just make it, again, more clutter-free. But then on my desk, actually let's start with above my desk. This is my favorite piece of art in the house. It was a gift for my 30th birthday last year. Wow guys, I'm getting old. And it's from the artist Mel Ganai, aka Emma Hollingsworth. And it is a beautiful piece called The Healing, and she's an Indigenous artist. I love it. I love the bright colors. I love the meaning behind the painting, and I just think it's a beautiful piece to have in the home office. It just creates this lovely environment. Below my painting though, I've got a few new things on my desk. So obviously I've got to have some life in this room. So I've got a little plant here which I propagated. I'm actually doubling up all my plant babies lately because I've got some that are doing so well that I just take cuttings and they keep multiplying. And then my beautiful friend Jessica, not me, I'm being serious, my other friend is named Jessica, bought me these protea flowers when we moved in as little housewarming. So I've got them here. I've also got my study skills book and then a couple of pens, a pair of scissors, and a bulldog clip in gold. If you watched a video I filmed a couple months ago about using Feng Shui and their principles to create a really lovely home office and bring about success and manifest success, they talk about the importance, or the philosophy and principles talk about the importance of having colors that reflect abundance, like golds and silver. So I like to display gold on my desk. Got my laptop, my diary, and over here, I'm so not tech savvy, but I am loving this stuff. So this is my light. I feel like I've got a really professional working from home setup for the first time in my life. But basically, because I have so many Zoom meetings and I'm filming and I also want to create content for Instagram and I need good lighting, I have this amazing thing from Elgato. I've actually got this one and there's another one down here, but I'm yet to set it up. It's just been a chaotic week. But this light, I'm gonna turn it on and then show you why I think it is amazing. So it's gonna dim for a second. Okay, then I have an app on my phone. Adam came into the study the other day and he was like, that's really cool, but how do you actually change the brightness? And I said to him, wait and see. So I have an app, it's their control center, and I've synced up the device using Wi-Fi onto the app. And look at this, I can actually change the color and the brightness with the app. Look at that. So it's now more yellow. Now it's more of a cold white light. And then the brightness goes up. That's a bit bright. And then you can bring it all the way down. So you can customize it. And I think it's so good to just have professional lighting if you're working from home. It just makes everything look so much better. And also now I know that I've got my setup ready to go if I'm doing a podcast interview. I've also got their microphone. That's another thing from Elgato. So I've set that up on my desk. And I have two other things actually, but I'm yet to set these up. So the first thing is a light strip, which I was thinking, because I do a lot of filming in this room, I wanted to create a bit more of a funky vibe. So I was thinking of maybe putting it under the windowsill because you can use the little adhesive strip underneath. But Elgato came out with this light strip and you can have different colors of light, and you can also sync it up to the app on your phone. And you can also sync up all the lighting and all these devices using a Stream Deck, which I'm definitely gonna set up in the next couple of weeks once I have a moment. But I was thinking of actually having this under the windowsill, and then if I film anything on the floor, I could have like really cool pink lights or green lights or just a bright light strip underneath. Apart from this area, I don't really know where else I would put it. If you have another idea of where I could put my light strip, let me know. One thing that I haven't organized in time for this video, I'm sorry, we've had a lot going on, is I'm gonna have two floating shelves put in on the wall. So we have Zach, our cabinet maker slash handyman guy, coming this afternoon, and I'm gonna have just a white floating shelf on this wall here, and then another one on that wall next to Adam's desk. I think my intention with the floating shelf is to make it like a bit of a success wall. So I want to display my YouTube plaque, maybe a copy of my study skills book, and maybe even one of the products from my stationery line, Educationery. If there's a bit of extra room, just to style it up with a candle or maybe a hanging or draping plant. And then same with Adam's side, anything that he really wants to display, anything he's proud of, or again, using it as a nice little decor piece with a nice plant, candle. Can't think of anything else to put on them. So if you have any ideas, let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, as you can see, this is Adam's side of the office. Can I just say, he is such a creative cat. So he wanted to get a laptop stand and we haven't had a minute to go out and buy one. And he found a shoebox. So if you need a little DIY hack and you don't want to spend any money, you can use an empty shoebox. This one had a hole in it already, but you can cut a hole, use it to hide your cables, and then pop your laptop on top rather than stacking it on some books or going out and buying a laptop stand. Although I think we are going to buy a laptop stand, but this is just temporary. So I thought maybe you would find that interesting, maybe not. Don't know, let me know in the comments. If you've done this, let me know in the comments. Actually, one more thing I want to show you, but you're gonna have to turn around for this. All right, so in here, we have another built-in wardrobe, but we're really trying to not have too many clothes that it's gonna spill into a second wardrobe. We've managed to fit both our clothes in the wardrobe in the bedroom. So on this side of the cupboard, it's almost fully organized. I haven't quite optimized it yet, but I have all of these boxes here for organizing our sentimentals, birthday cards, art and craft, bunch of stuff like that. I've got more film gear and my stationery down below. And then underneath that, we've just got some backpacks and bags. So I thought I would just show you what's in the cupboard so you can see how I've organized things. But again, any boxes that you use for organizing stuff, just remember boxes are there to store not sort. So it's really good to just add little labels, declutter as you go, and make sure that you're not just cramming all your belongings into boxes that you don't even think you're going to utilize in the future. Like everything in these boxes we do use regularly, we want to keep, and it's not junk. We're really mindful of just having too much stuff that we don't use. So we did a lot of decluttering before we did the move, and it just made the transition into this new place so much easier and a lot more smooth. So I'm so excited to now have this room pretty much finished with the setup process. There's just a couple of things, like I mentioned, that we still want to do. So I might just show that process perhaps on my Instagram account, on my IG stories. So if you're following me at Study with Jess, you can go and see that. Well, you'll have to wait until I post it up, but then you'll be able to see it. And yeah, I feel like a new house, a fresh room, a fresh start. It just has this lovely new beginnings kind of feel to it. So I'm really looking forward to just seeing what happens with work and just with life now that we're in our home. It's just really nice to have our own place, and I feel like it's just got such a lovely energy and presence to it. So yeah, comment below if you ever find that changing up your workspace even just gives you this new, I don't know, perspective in your work, or just gives you that feeling of having a fresh start. Because even if you're not moving house, just changing up the furniture or rearranging some decorative pieces or making something new for your room can just really inspire you to create or to start something new. So let me know in the comments. Hope you enjoyed this little room tour video, but otherwise I'll link all of my resources down below: my book, The High School Survival Guide, my stationery, my blog, all of that, my socials, and also a link to some of the things that I've shown you around the room, including my Key Light Air, which is that light on my desk, the light strip, my microphone, all those other beautiful products from Elgato, just to create that professional workspace setup. So I hope you enjoyed this video and you have a beautiful week, and I'll see you next week with another video. Mwah. Bye.